over here. Hi, everyone, and welcome to TWF NXT. Hi, Dwayne here, and welcome to TWF NXT. I, Gorilla Monsoon, with Corey Graves and Booker T. And today on NXT, we're going to see the TWF 24/7 winnings. You know, we're going to see the match or the fight that we saw yesterday on Monday Night Raw or Monday Night Raw. And this time, Ronald McDonald says he will get the upper hand, Gorilla Monsoon says. Well, I'm going to tell you one thing, Corey Graves says, Gorilla. If Ronald McDonald couldn't get the upper hand on Xia Li yesterday on Monday Night Raw or Monday Night Raw, what makes you think he's going to get the upper hand here today on NXT? Wow, you're right with me, right with that one, Booker T says. You're right, Corey. Yeah, Gorilla, tell me, how is Ronald McDonald going to get the upper hand on Xia Li when he got knocked out yesterday? That's what I'd like to know. How is he going to pull it off? He's going to work some of that McDonald world might that he lost in 26 between us. Well, though, when the McDonald's business withdrawed him. Well, I don't know, Gorilla Monsoon says, and I don't think that Ronald McDonald has lost any of that McDonald world might that was given to him a long time ago. And even if McDonald's withdrawed him in 26 between a while, though, due to the scathing of fast food being unhealthy for folks, I don't really think that means he lost his might, Booker T. Would you stop? I truly think he lost his mic, Corey Graves says. I mean, he got beat up by Xia Li. He's an outcast. Alright, Ronald McDonald goes. Alright. I know it's some... Oh, pull the zoomer up. The shooter up. I know what some folks are thinking. Oh, you got beat up, Ronald McDonald. You got knocked the fuck out, like they would say in the Friday films. Yeah, I did. I did get knocked the fuck out, forgive my English. Alright? And another thing is, everyone since 26 between FYL has been guilting me and shaming me and saying, Ronald McDonald, you should have known that the food that McDonald's was making all those years was unhealthy. You should have known that. Yeah, I did know that the hamburgers and the yellow cuts and some of the cakes and some of the other shit that they made was unhealthy. I wasn't lying to them. I wasn't making these folks eat. I wasn't having them overeat. It's not my mistake that a lot of folks have, eat too much and eat too little and then they're way overweight and things like that. So they go, oh, your fast food is unhealthy. And Ronald, you're guilty of it. I wasn't guilty of it. But you know what McDonald's did? They threw me underneath the lorry and said, fuck that clown. That fucking clown just scathed us. Made us look bad. Thanks to that fucking clown, everyone thinks that Ronald McDonald is some kind of creepy shithead that's guilty of having folks eat unhealthy foods. Well, fuck that. From now on, we're going to start putting some healthier foods down, like apple slices and, I don't know, other shit that'll be more healthy. But fuck the clown. Yeah, you know what? That was sad. I was all about, making folks happy, bringing folks together. I always told folks, I think you should eat a little more healthy. Don't you think? I just did say things like that. And all my showings, and all my outings, and all my rounds. When did I ever tell folks that it was alright to overeat on fast food? I never did. But you see, it's done. It's done. Ronald McDonald says, and that's the past. I can't deal with it. but I don't want to deal with, oh, so you are the shitty clown that McDonald's wants nothing to do with anymore. Yeah, Xylee. Yeah, McDonald's threw me underneath the lorry. Yeah, they did. Guilted me for shit that I had nothing to do with. But let me tell you something, Xylee. You got a lucky strike in. And you know what? I'll be the new TWF 24/7 fighter. Oh, well, let me tell you something, Ronald McDonald. You're not even seeking anymore. You ever seen some of the toys in the Happy Meal they make? They don't even seek anymore. A book? Fuck, kid. Ah! Yeah, I'm sorry that wakefulness made me fall down. You know, but I still got some McDonald rolled might, because that was never taken away from me, and that's going to help me beat you, Xylee. And I didn't mean to fall down on you. Yeah, what you're going to be more worried about, Ronald, is not the McDonald's business throwing underneath the lorry when it came out that their food or their fast food was unhealthy. You know about me kicking your head off, your clown head, you're kicking your head off. Ronald, do you have a bind not standing up right? So I hope, Ronald McDonald, you're not drunk. Oh, Daniel Bryan, now you think I'm drunk now. Yeah, wakefulness knocks me over and now you think I'm drunk. I'm not drunk. Get on wakefulness. I want to fight Xylee in a fair match because I believe that I could win the TWF 24/7 winnings. Alright, Ronald McDonald, I'll give it to you. You can fight Xylee for the TWF 24/7 winnings. And no one can even stand in this ring. That's kind of sad. Well, you got Daniel Bryan, Gorilla Monsoon says, making the match here today. And now we're going to see if Ronald McDonald can make good on his, and beat Xylee and become the TWF 24/7 fighter. And the oversight is waved off, but that doesn't mean much. It's still a hard enough belt to win, Gorilla Monsoon says. Yeah, Ronald McDonald had a hard time even fighting Xylee the first time they fought, Corey Graves says. So why would he want to fight him again? I don't know, Booker T says, because Ronald McDonald is, not right in the head. I won't stand up. This match is for the TWF 24/7 winnings. First, he is from McDonald's world. He is Ronald McDonald. And she is the TWF 24/7 fighter, Xylee. Ding. Wait a minute. Oh, Ronald McDonald just knocked Xylee down, Gorilla Monsoon says. Good for him. A body slam on Xylee, Gorilla Monsoon said. Corey Graves said, so Ronald McDonald's been working out ever since McDonald's fired him in 26 between the flyout, Corey Graves said. I guess so, Booker T says. He had to do something after they threw him underneath the lorry. Would you stop, Corey and Booker? Ronald McDonald got thrown underneath the lorry by McDonald's in 26 between the flyout dope. And Ronald McDonald believes he's going to call this one the Happy Meal Splash. Oh, he missed with the Happy Meal Splash, Gorilla Monsoon says. Oh, and Xylee just knocked him out with one kick. And he's down, Gorilla Monsoon says. Thanks for coming, Corey Graves says. Thanks for coming, Ronald McDonald. You got your head kicked off again. Yeah, Booker T says. We won't be seeing him anymore for a long time after that, Booker T says. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner, and still the TWF 24/7 fighter, Xylee. Well, Xylee is still the TWF 24/7 fighter. Ronald McDonald, Gorilla Monsoon said, did get some blows in. He did get some strikes in, but they weren't enough to beat Xia Li. But at least he had more of an upper hand on her than he did the first time that they fought. Gorilla Monsoon says. Well, I'll tell you one thing right now. Corey Graves says, I didn't think Ronald McDonald would have the upper hand on Xia Li. You know, that took me by strike because I didn't think that he would have it in him to do it. But sadly, Corey Graves says Ronald McDonald did not have enough to keep the opening that he had made for himself. Well, I can tell you one thing right now, Booker T says. Ronald McDonald, yeah, he got the upper hand on Xia Li, but sadly it didn't last. With that one kick, she sent him flying. Sent him down, knocked his head off, Booker T says, or whatever you want to call it. Well, I can tell you one thing, Gorilla Monsoon says. Hopefully, Ronald McDonald will not be done with Xia Li. Hi everyone, I'll take it away now to Sarah Shiver. Thank you, Gorilla Monsoon. And Corey Graves, I'm going to be talking with Xia Li here today on NXT. Alright, Xia Li, I understand that you somehow, some way, had ended up beating Ronald McDonald, and Ronald McDonald had an upper hand on you. Well, he did, Sarah Shiver. He did have an upper hand on me. He did get some blows on me, some strikes on me. I will give you that. At the end of the day, I still beat him. I'm still the TWF 24/7 fighter. So, Ronald McDonald, if he wants to come at me again, I'll just take him out like I did before. Well, Xia Li, you do seem to be one of the most hardest. You do seem to be one of the very few wrestlers who somehow has only lost some time. Did not lose too many matches since being in the TWF since the end of 2023 YL. Yeah, because I know my fighting craft. That's why I'm still unbeatable, unstoppable, and unyieldable. So, and I hope that I get some earnest folk to fight against, to wrestle against. But if Ronald McDonald still wants to have a match with me again, then I'll just do what I did last time and knock him out. Well, that's my talk with Xia Li. Back to you, Gorilla Monsoon and Corey Graves. Get out of the way, you see. Oh. Well, thank you, Sarah Shaver, for talking with Xia Li here today on NXT. And that's all the time we got here for NXT. All the time we got here for NXT. Here we go. Gorilla Monsoon, with Corey Graves and Booker T. We hope you like NXT, and we'll see you tomorrow for Dynamite or Mike.